Hi Capricorn, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina, and this is going to be a reading about what to expect during the period of Mercury retrograde. So we are already in Mercury retrograde, and it's going to go on until the 10th of March. So roughly around 15 more days to go. And yeah, I thought let's do an energy checkup to see what to expect during this period of time. Now, just to briefly take you through, Mercury retrograde is about, I don't know why I'm hearing taking chances. Maybe you will have some opportunities that you need to take a chance on. I did see the Fool energy come through for some of the signs, okay? So I won't be surprised if that comes up in your reading as well. But what I was going to say is that Mercury retrograde is about taking stock. It is about reviewing, reassessing, and it's a bit like, you're driving on the highway of life, so to speak, and you take a pause, you take a pit stop in a way, and you check how far you've come, you see what's working, what's not working, and probably refuel, recharge, and then move forward in the chosen direction. So that's my explanation of Mercury retrograde. It is also about it's got a lot to do with the past, okay? So you could also have reconnections and reunions with people from the past, and even reviewing your role in terms of past relationships. Things like that could come up for you to heal during this period of time. Okay, so I think that's enough of an explanation. You might already know a lot about Mercury retrograde, so I'm just going to start off with Lenormand. Okay, I need to take this card. Just a sec, I'm sorry. Let's take this one. So I picked out the oracle cards in front of you to see what's happening, what's the theme, okay? But these are Lenormand cards, which we'll start with. Okay, so wow. This to me speaks of probably a relationship between, and what are the odds? I've never seen this come up before in a general reading, okay? Usually these cards, the woman and the man, are used as significators for the querent, okay, as in the person who's asking the question. But in this case, I feel like this has to do with a long-term relationship or any sort of relationship, okay, between a man and a woman, okay? But I wouldn't want to stick to like genders. This could be anyone significant in your life. And I feel like that's going to come to highlight during this period of time. The longevity of your connection and how deep-rooted it is, how strong it is, and for how long it's been going on. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on. So this is really interesting. I've never seen this come up, like I said, in a general reading. It's really good. And for others of you, I feel like this is a good opportunity to sort of get grounded, and or specifically in terms of your masculine and feminine energy, okay? Which is your yin and yang energy, and that's also been coming up as a theme. So that's interesting. If you feel like you really need to ground yourself, you could probably use crystals, go out in nature, and connect yourself with nature. That would really help. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty straightforward. I'm not getting any other message per se, but it has something to do with growth, long-term stability, and growth in terms of a dynamic, a relationship between you and a significant other. Okay, not necessarily in terms of romance. Okay, so we've picked out 4 cards here. Let's see. Wow, this has been coming up a lot. Movement. I'm sorry about my and more movement. Wow. And round and round. Okay. If you feel drawn to, I have put up a channeled message on my channel. A channeled message on my channel about two days back, maybe 1 or 2 days back. And that was like a spiritual a download, okay, and through my guides. And I feel like that would really help you, because it spoke about what I'm going to speak about now in terms of what cards have come up for you. So I get the feeling that something has been holding you back, okay? This could be responsibilities that you feel tied to. You could be feeling like this, I don't know, like imposed restrictions, kind of like the Eight of Swords energy. But there is the number 5 here, which does indicate change, okay? And there's a need for change here that is coming up for you. You might even feel tied to a particular relationship or a dynamic of relationship. And that could have something to do with what we saw earlier in your Lenormand cards. And I do apologize for my voice. My throat is quite congested. And what I'm picking up here on is that this responsibility, or this relationship, or this idea of who you are is undergoing a change, okay? This dynamic is undergoing a change. And I'm also hearing it's time to break those chains, because you can see that she is chained to her past, or things that are lurking still from her past, that kind of dark energy that is preventing her from really being her true self, okay? And by her, I don't mean any gender. I'm just talking in terms of the card, okay? So if you're a man watching this, please apply it to your situation. Whatever the case may be, it is time to break free from those ghosts of the past, because you might find yourself being unnecessarily restricting your growth, restricting your own growth, okay? Personal growth, because of this energy that you're still tied to. It could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be a family, it could be a relationship, it could be anything, but it's not actually what you truly want and what you truly represent, okay? Because that's just an idea, it's a conditioning, it's a mask, which I feel you are coming to terms with now. And all of these cards actually suggest that you are being led, you are being guided, and it's almost like you... Oh, this is intense. I feel like you've been... Okay, I'm getting like a heavy energy in my heart space. I'm sorry. I'm getting the feeling that some of you are feeling lost, okay? You're feeling aimless in life, and you feel like you are just dragging along aimlessly. But what Spirit is trying to tell you is that it's time to look up, okay? It's time to look up, look forward, pull yourself together, and they're saying chin up, okay? Chin up. So I'm feeling like you've been kind of stuck in a cycle where you felt like you couldn't do much, okay? Like you felt restricted, so you just went along. And I feel like Spirit is now coming in to guide you in a direction that will lead you away from this cycle. But there is a need for you to surrender, a need for you to just let go. Okay? That's the message that I'm getting. Because what you're being led to is actually beautiful. It is going to be peaceful and calming, and all of these colors also suggest that to me. You may have something in your heart space and your throat chakra that you are holding on to. Perhaps you're not voicing your concerns, you're not being true to yourself in a way, okay? And you owe that to yourself. And I feel like you're really being pushed. Not so much as pushed, but guided by Spirit to move forward and keep going, keep going. Do not look back and hold your head high, okay? That is what I'm getting. They keep saying chin up. Look up. There's a lot. There's a lot for you to look forward to, but I'm feeling this really heavy energy. For some of you, you are actually being led to move, okay, to relocate to a new place. And if you feel guided to do that, it's going to be good for you. It's going to help you break this cycle. It's going to help you gain perspective on what you've been sort of stuck in, okay? Because when you're able to get a higher perspective on this, you will realize that Spirit has been with you all along, firstly. And secondly, you'll realize that you've come a long way and that you can get out of it, that you can break this pattern, okay? Whatever it may be, but I feel like it strongly has something to do with relationships, okay? Wow. Quite a heavy. Okay, so just give me a moment. So let's ask this question to Spirit about what can Capricorn expect during this period of time. Yeah. So this is a typical Mercury retrograde energy with the Six of Cups, okay? Let me pull one more card. Okay, we've got the Seven of Swords. Again, one more card, please. The Emperor. I really like seeing that here, okay? You're moving in the right direction, and I feel like your inner voice is guiding you all along, because that is a representation, that is your higher self, okay, in a way, your intuition, your inner voice, whatever you might call it. We use different terms for these, for the same sort of energy. But let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Got the Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Wow. heavy theme of relationships here. Okay, let's get a clarifier for the Six of Cups, please. And give me one card to clarify the six. One card, please. One card to clarify the Six of Cups. Yeah, I thought so. Seven of Swords. I think I can sum up this reading in one sentence. Okay, the message is loud and clear. What about the Emperor? Just give me one card for the Emperor. Wow. Wow. The Six of Wands. And we have the Six of Cups again at the bottom of the deck. Now, I was just telling you that this is a very Mercury retrograde kind of energy. Okay, this is about looking back. Okay, looking back at memories. It doesn't have to be good or bad memories. Memories are memories. Okay, but it's also about coming to terms with them. It's about probably seeing them from a different perspective if you need to let go of bad memories, especially. So that's like a bit like doing inner child work. Okay, but I don't want to get into all of that. This is about you basically coming to terms with the past, taking stock, reviewing. Okay, and especially in terms of relationships, the give and take of relationships, the nurturing, the warmth that you seek in relationships. Okay, and this has come up twice for you in your reading. So all right, now I feel like this has a lot to do with your dynamic, either with a significant partner, okay, or with a parental figure. This could be a mom, a dad, or a guardian, or whatever. Okay, whoever you've basically looked up to and looked towards for this nurturing and warm energy. And I feel like there's a certain sadness that you are coming to terms with in that connection, and it might come up during this period of time for you to heal, okay, for you to grow from. And I like seeing the Page of Pentacles here because it is about learning. Okay, the Page of Pentacles is a student, and it's also about a new direction. Okay, taking that first step in a new direction. This could be, for some of you, actually making amends with someone from the past, especially if it is a relationship like, a parent, or especially a parent. This could even be a parent that you've lost, for that matter. Okay, and I don't know why I'm getting this message, but you might want to revisit those memories and to sort of get closure, or allow yourself to grieve through the process a bit, to come to terms with it. Okay, so that might come up for you, and I am seeing that here with the Five of Swords and the Six of Cups as well. This was not an easy relationship. This was something that I feel has deeply affected you, and probably affected your relationships with other people as well, especially romantic relationships, which serve actually as a mirror to us of our dynamic with our parents, especially. I mean, if you watched maybe videos of Alan Watts or anyone else, I do believe that we seek our parents ultimately in in our relationships with our romantic partners. Okay, and I feel like that's one aspect that is really being highlighted here for you to, I feel like it might just come up for you to acknowledge and for you to work through. Okay, and yeah, this goes back, way back, okay, to your childhood, maybe even past life, if you believe in that sort of thing. For others of you, you could come across a relationship that sort of reminds you of a past relationship. So this might be someone new who comes across, okay, comes along. Could be an earth sign, could be a water sign. But somehow this person reminds you of a difficult dynamic, a difficult relationship from the past, is what I'm getting, okay? And I feel like your tendency will be to sort of escape the situation. Your tendency will be to to not move forward, okay? To maintain the status quo, which is a very Capricornian sort of coping mechanism, I would say. They like structure, they like a sense of stability, okay? Something that you can count on, something that is tangible, something that exists in a way, okay? And they don't mind holding on to that, even if that is in a way sabotaging them. And that is what I'm feeling here, okay? But the good thing is, Capricorn, if you allow yourself to move forward, if you detach from whatever it is that you were tied to, if you're able to do that during this period of time, there is so much to look forward to, okay? You can achieve success, you can achieve victory, you can take your power back from this dynamic, from this probably difficult relationship, whatever it may be, whatever it is that you're giving your power away to. And I feel like by the end of this period, you're going to be in a good place. You're going to be in a place where you feel more in control of yourself, not in a dominating sort of way, but feeling accomplished, okay, feeling empowered. That's all that I want to say here. And that feels good, doesn't it? It feels like a victory, a success on its own. And I feel like for those of you especially who are looking for work or something like that, you could be getting recognition, which brings you success and more power. It helps you it helps you in terms of your career growth and your path, okay? So that is something to look forward to. Especially in terms of work, I think you're going to do pretty well. It's just that there are some emotions coming up which could be a little challenging, a little bit triggering, and you might want to escape from them by sort of just doing your thing, doing your day-to-day stuff, your tasks, and concentrating on work to sort of escape those emotions. But I feel like they're coming up for a reason. They're coming up for you to release them and to move forward in a better direction, okay? So I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you found this reading useful in some way, and I wish you all the very best for this Mercury retrograde, and in order to deal with any of these issues and challenges. And take good care of yourself. Remember that spirit is working with you, not against you. So don't fight it, okay? If you fight it, if you build resistance towards this, you might actually miss out on a chance to break through this cycle or this pattern, whatever it may be, okay? Alright, so yeah, do like, share and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again later. Take good care of yourself. Bye bye.